All right, my dear friends, here we are again, live from Portugal. And I thought, why not shoot this video now? I mean, what's a better time than now, actually? I'm gonna tell you that I actually did a live recording like a week ago maybe, but I decided to actually just make another one now. Maybe it was too personal, I don't know. But this is my way of just reflecting, talking, sharing my thoughts, a little bit life updates, you know, as normally I will just ramble on. But last month, like, oh yeah, it's basically 2 months almost now, but last month anyway, I ended up graduating. I did graduate with my master's in science, and I am forever grateful that I managed to do it. I really pulled myself to it, and I was so determined. When I came back from Portugal last time in early February this year, when I was here doing a fieldwork, because when I came back, it was straight to writing, straight to writing thesis, and so I did. I made it. I just told myself that I am going to complete this on time. I will finish it on time. And to my surprise, I think it was the seminar for defending my thesis, or maybe a week before that actually, when we handed in our papers in the end of May, I found out that we were so few that were actually through with our papers. I got so surprised that I was just one of maybe 7 people that had completed it on time. So to my surprise, on the ceremony, which was I think June 12th, it was the day after the great Brian Wilson passed away, I was so surprised. We were about the same number, maybe 7 people in the ceremony, and some of them were not even finished with their papers. They were not through with it. So because they were gonna go for the other round, like sometime in August, people are gonna have another chance to be examined. But anyway, to cut it short, I graduated. I did it. I made it, and I'm forever grateful for it. It was like I had this wish, this idea, this dream, like I'm gonna take on another challenge. I'm going to move away from Portugal in 2023 and move back completely alone. I have been so lonely. Some of you people will never understand. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys been through loneliness and you know what it's like to be lonely, or just know about solitude. But it's what I wanted. I wanted to move to a place, a small town, and focus on writing, focus on creativity, painting. I managed to do a lot of painting. I did music, and then of course education, study for the master's degree. And I did all of those things. It's amazing what you can really do when you put your mind to it. And that basically leads me to to the next point, which is a little bit about life challenges that I titled this stream. Like, some people have a job waiting for them right after they are completed, they're finished, or they have a network, they have contacts, they have, they just, I know people that I went to school with that are doing jobs now that I could do also so easily. Maybe like a governmental position actually. But I applied for some of it, but it's right now, I'm telling you, it's so hard to just get a normal job. I see a lot of YouTube videos talking about, hello Mustafa, how you doing, man? It's a lot of challenges to find a normal, decent job. It's not enough, even if you have a good enough with experience, you're educated, you're certified, you have also the loyalty to the company or the position, and you have the will to improve, to adjust, you're flexible, you will adapt, you will really be attentive. All of these things that someone would want from you, those things is not enough. It doesn't matter how much you apply, how many jobs you apply for, and because there's always someone who is going to know someone or have something better. Because I'm not kidding you, I'm not joking when I'm saying I applied for some positions, and according to the AI, I was up to 95% fit for the position. Some of them I don't even get a call back. Some of them they just answer you back by email, maybe after 3 months, saying like, we have, the answer, continue with other candidates. In this, and also with AI, I mean, I'm reading a lot about AI, and I am using AI also daily for my personal projects. I'm using it in the sense of having someone to collaborate with, to like someone who can answer you and you can reflect. I'm not letting AI do any of the works. I think that is very controversial, but that's another question. I think there's a lot of people, these HR people, they are throwing in maybe thousands of applications for one position, and they just pick out 5 of them. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you, Mustafa. These glasses, I really, really like them. Just a short story about them. Last summer when I was here in Portugal, I was in the grocery store, and I was in the beer aisle. I was just gonna buy some beer, so for some reason I took these off and I put them on the shelf, very briefly, because sometimes they slip down like this. And I forgot them in the store there. And I went back home, and just 5 minutes I remembered, I put them on the shelf there. So I ran back, I got to the security guard because I didn't see them on the shelf anymore. So I went to the guy, and he could locate like who it was. He could see he rewinded the CTT, the camera, and he could see who took it. But that person had already left the store. That was very disappointing. Some people are really like finders, what is it called, finders keeper, something like, if you find something, is yours. I am of a different moral background. I think that if you find something, like in a store, you return it to the security guard. A wallet, you go to the police. You find a phone, you go with it to the police. I am of that caliber. I am a man of dignity, I am a man of moral, I am a man of a moral compass of right and wrong. This is something that has been inside of me for as long as I can remember. It's very important for me to know that I am a good, orderly citizen for the society and for the community. I am someone I want people to trust. So I was disappointed, but yeah, about the glasses, a few days after, I just went to the store to buy the same glasses again because I really like these. I am from Sweden. but I am in Portugal. I have been living here before, and I'm moving to Sweden to study my master's, and I graduated now in June, and now I'm here again in Portugal. And now is that thing about I'm talking about difficult to find job. Uh, I really believe that it's going to become even more difficult to find jobs with AI going to do more. I mean, there's no joke about it. It's just we just need to face the facts that. Are you also from Sweden? You have a different name than normal Swedish. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be very, very hard. So with AI, you will have to use AI as a tool and as a companion to try to build your own vision. I mean, just this thing with a basic job is going to fade out more and more. It's going to fade away. All right, nice. But where in the Middle East? There's Middle East is so interesting. I have not been to Middle East, but I've been to Morocco. I don't know. I don't think that's not Middle East. That's Africa. But yeah, I'm interested in some Middle East country. I think very, very rich culture. But yeah, it's going to be. That's what I'm working on now. You know, I am going to find everybody, and I am going to find my way. You know, whether it's with continue to apply for jobs, but also trying to work on my own things. Iraq, all right, nice. I met a lot of people from Iraq. I met some people from Iraq actually. I was in Turkey in March 2023, and then I was in a convention, an elevator convention, and I met some people that were from Iraq there. Nice people. Yeah, it's a huge country, Iraq. It's really big country actually. But I know very little about it. Yo, Duva. So yeah, now I've been working today. I just have had such a busy day from this morning. And I was here by the library in the opening at 9 in the morning. And then I just been working, writing. I am a writer. So I have worked with that and then just forgot about lunch basically. So I just went out now at 2 in the afternoon to have my lunch. But it's so nice to be here. It's gonna be very warm tonight. It's gonna be over 30 degrees I think. And I'm gonna play football tonight. So you okay? So you are Arab, but you're living in Sweden, all right? In Småland, okay. I was living in Skåne, but I am from the north. But I was living there now for the past 2 years, up until June. Then I lived in Skåne, in Lund. You know Lund is a very university city there. I know Småland. It's actually the neighboring landskap, the neighboring region to Skåne is. So yep, I have been really today hectic day. It's gonna be a full day today, and it is also my birthday today. Believe it or not, it's. I don't really celebrate or anything, but it's a celebration in itself because I came here to Portugal on Saturday. I arrived here Saturday, and then tonight I'm gonna play football with a friend of mine. So that will be a great joy. I even bought some football shoes. So I am well prepared. I have been exercising in Sweden before I arrived here almost every day. Running, I love running, and then go play soccer, football with on the football field, just to practice a little bit and get like warmed up with the new shoes. So yeah, I really look forward to it, but it's going to be really difficult because it's so warm, you know. Then I need to be sparse. I need to be very smart with my running and not just go wild right away, because then I will not have any energy for lasting the whole match. Because normally, as I remember, we play matches and it's going to be on artificial grass, which is quite nice. Because the field I played last summer when I was here, we played on a real grass field, and that was not, it was not very maintained. They had not taken care of it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. It feels good, you know. I feel like life now, life really starts. I mean, it did start already before, also, of course, but there's something different now, you know. I feel it's really now where if I want to build something, you know, for myself and my partner and my future, then I need to take in charge. I need to be in charge, not some little person trying to hire me and see if I have what it takes, you know. I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna be very honest now. I hate, and maybe it's not the right word, because I don't like to use hate. It's a very strong word. I think that I really dislike meeting people, like interviews or just in general, who don't think that I have what it takes, you know, who don't believe in me, basically, who don't, you're not a good fit. And that could happen, you know. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know that there are a lot of jobs where many people are better than me. And there are things that I will never do. Of course, we cannot do everything. But you know, when you have applied for positions that you really feel like you have the background experience, you're educated, you have a good attitude for, you want to grow in this position or whatever, and then you just feel like they don't see you. They see you like you don't have what it takes. And that really bothers me. It really gets on my nerves. So that's why I have decided that, and I'm gonna be a little bit bragging, you know. I'm gonna be a little bit like this now, you know. I'm a very humble person, but bear with me. I have always strived for doing a great job, or whatever I'm doing, try to do it great. And I have proven, I mean, I've done mistakes, everybody do mistakes, but generally I really do a good impression. I'm doing a great job at most of the things that I do. Just put my attitude and my hard work and my soul or my heart to do it. I can do it very well. And back to this thing with today's society, how difficult things is getting. I feel like, why should I put so much effort for something that I am not getting anything back from? So if I think like everything that I've been doing, like for example, we're now completing my Master's of Science degree. If I could put the same kind of effort or even harder effort, a same energy and love and just hard work for something that I want to build, I'm just play with my mind how good it can be. There's no guarantees in life, but if you have a dream and if you have something you believe in, like a wish, then you should at least try, aim to go for it. No, I'm looking for jobs, and then you can really make something great out of it. And if you never try, yeah, the simple answer is that you will then never know, if you didn't even have the guts to try. Someone told me that before, like if you don't go for it, and if you don't go for it like really all in, then you may just have this idea in your head for all of your life, like What if I did try? And I am really a person all or nothing, you know. I think I really am that kind of person. But it takes a lot of things for me to get to the all or nothing mode, you know. It really takes me to think. I am a thinker. I think really deeply for a long time about things I want to do to make sure it becomes right. Not just jump. Ja, det är jag, Ayan. So it takes a lot for me to really get to that point where you, all right, I am gonna go for this now. I am really gonna build, and that's the thing I can tell you with me writing. I'm a writer. I have gotten to the point that I know that this is one of the things that I will do. And this is what I mean. You know, just having an honorable job is, I think, is fading out more with technology and AI. It becomes, we have to build ourselves to become a man of our time. And what I mean with that is like, if you look at historical figures, now I don't have any good examples, but a lot of people, you're 1000% Swedish. Well, I guess. My ethnicity is, but I mean, I never did a DNA test or anything, but I know that I have Finnish blood, if you wish. It would be interesting to do that DNA test, actually. I know that we have relatives in United States also. But yeah, anyway, we have to be like a lot of creative people, but also like ancient people of their trade. They were living their trade, so they were not clocking in and just becoming their job. You know, just like some people, they're driving taxi, or they are working in construction, or they are an accountant, or they are a banker or whatever. They clock in and they are this label. I think that this has to change. We have to be our own man in our time. And you can interpret that as you wish, you know, and you can become someone who is, your identity is much more than just your job. You know, the stupid thing that we are our job. I could go on and go on and go on about this topic, but it really gets to me, you know, because I think we human beings, we are so much more. And this is what we will need. I mean, I'm not kidding now. Technology is already reshaping us, human beings, how we think and how we connect to each other. Like imagine how you try to date, you know, today. Dating is not easy today with all this social media and all the attention women is getting on social media, for example. They have so many options just by being a little bit attractive on social media, for example. This is changing in so many dynamics. All right, fat muppets, that sounds different. But yeah, it's changing so much how we relate to each other, community building, relationship building, just human connection, you know. I think technology is amazing, like this, that I can sit here and talk. I think it's amazing, but it is for sure it is changing how we, and that's one part of what I'm building now, that human connection aspect of what I want to do is extremely, extremely important. And no, I don't mean that I'm some kind of YouTuber because of that. It's not what I intend. I'm a writer. And this YouTube channel has just been something for me where I can just talk, you know. It's just like a way for me. It's just like a way for me to ventilate my thoughts and express myself. Yeah, fat muppet. I wish I could agree. I would, but I don't know. I think you can still be an authentic person if you have social media, you know. I don't think it's about that. But yeah, I think there's no way out of it. You know, the technology is there. This whole thing about, but actually I wrote an article. I'm working on an article now about how mass media. We should not use mass media to consume us. I feel like today's mass media, you know, with all the big popular stars or whatever, is a lot of it is crap. You know, I think to be honest, is a lot of it's crap, and it's not. It gotten to the point where we are not consuming mass media or what is it called, mainstream culture, popular culture. We have gotten to the point where we are being consumed by it. It's the other way around now. You know, I don't understand, Ted. Are you a rapture ready? Are you rapture ready? I don't know. Maybe it's slang for something. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Hi there, R7 on YouTube. Ronaldo, is it? I don't know. But yeah, we really. That thing is something that really bothers me. You know, some people they think that the bad music from like 60s, 70s are so bad. Like I don't know, let's say the Beatles or Jimi Hendrix. I used them as an example in my article I'm writing. People back in the day would go for these shows anyway because it was played on the radio, it was the thing, it was hip, it was cool, it was what you went to, you know, because your friends went and you went as well. Come on, it's not 7 in the morning now, it's quiet. But the thing is today people go to watch like one person in front of a computer playing techno music stuff for thousands of people, and that people go to because it's just a popular culture now. They go because it's what friends listen to. Maybe they know one song. Yeah, we go because everybody else is going. And then they hear real, authentic, human-made music from like 60s, 70s, and they say, "Oh, what is this? This is looks like someone just making noises, you know." But this thing with Jimi Hendrix, the way he played, he exploded. He became like one with what he was doing. And I think there's some people that do it every now and then, but he is exceptional. You know the thing when he is burning up his guitar. I really think that he did that as a symbolic act, like a ritual, that he is so immersed, in he's so in tune with what he is doing, so he just explode with his guitar and just setting it on fire, because he take it to like such a energetic level of genuinity and authenticity that words cannot really describe it anymore. I mean, just look at him when he's playing. Look at Jimi Hendrix when he's playing. I mean, there are several people like that, but he is special. You know, asking me, he is the best. He is the best guitarist. I mean, there are many, and it's difficult to say the best. But if I have to say, I say he's the best, and that is a representation of what you can do in many things, in different things. It's just not with music. It's in anything where you are becoming one with what you do. And this is what I mean. Each man needs to find this for themselves, and you may need to go through real darkness to find this. All right, rapture is when Jesus called Christians home. Oh, but that's nice. I am a Christian. I'm just not, what should I say, following religion by books or dogmatic. But for sure. And I don't play video games right now, Mustafa. I enjoy it, but right now I don't have the time. I'm sorry, I don't have the time for it. But yeah, I recommend you guys to really seek for that thing, you know, that makes you like your own Jimi Hendrix. But of course, it makes you not him, but it makes you, you know what I mean. You enter this kind of mystic experience and this energetic land, if you wish, where you can express yourself genuinely, and because I think the world becomes a better place when we do that. That's what overcomes a lot of troubles and challenges and crazy times, because we're living really in turbulent times. Um, Now I've been streaming for 30 minutes and it's time for me to go back to work. And when I mean work, I don't mean a job, I mean my work, like as a writer, building on my projects. And yeah, it's a few hours more. I think I will finish at 4 or 5 today. So it was great talking to you guys. I really appreciate you checking in. It was nice to chat with you guys also here. You, Ted, Rob, Mustafa, you other guys came in here, a few others. It's really nice. I appreciate that. And I just thought it was time for making an update, because yeah, I was a while ago. I've been like, this past 6 months has been so wild. I'm telling you, it's been wild. I've been writing and on my research for that thesis that I've made, literally sometimes up to 10 hours per day. Maybe not consistently, but more or less 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. So take care, you guys, and I see you in the next one.